Welcome to my cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Welcome back. I am really glad you're here. Hey, this is different, right? I wanted to change things up a little bit. I was kind of tired of having my camera. Can you hear me right now, by the way? Because I've got this whole new setup with a couple screens going, and I want to make sure that you can hear me. Yeah, guess you should. Anyway, what I wanted to do was, bear with me just a moment. Never mind. You'll let me know if you can't hear me, right? I'm sure it'll come up in the screen there. Hey, anyway, I just wanted to say that I wanted to change things up a little bit because, you know, the camera had to be right near the monitor before, and my face just filled the screen, and that's the last thing you want, right? So I thought, let me just change the camera angle a little bit. Now I'm also trying to work with two different screens here, so I can call something up on this screen, and it's pretty fancy stuff, really. So yeah, I've got a screen over here. I can basically, of course, I have two mices, one here for this one. Anyway, you know, I can look seamless at this point by just going between the monitors. I mean, you can't even tell right now that I'm struggling at all to find anything on the screen, right? I mean, it probably just looks seamless, I would think, on your end of things, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm looking forward to talking with you tonight. I want to say hello to, well, Margaret. Looks like you were the first one here, and then came Chris and Ross and Kevin and Dave and John. John Ritter, welcome tonight. Stay tuned. I'm going to talk about John in just a bit. In just a Ritter bit, we'll talk about John. See what I did there? B Hall, good to see you. Mikey 0011. So many old friends are here tonight. D6, Dennis, Keegan Timbers. Yep. David, yes. I am going to end by 8 p.m. tonight. This show is going to cut off by 8. So help me get through it. Because then we're all going to go over to John's place, and he's going to go live over there. So that'll be fun. Mitch, good to see you. And Dave is here. Yeah. Thank you for saying you can hear me. Brutal Bob, good to see you, Brutal Bob. And Hillside is here. Things have been busy, huh? Busy overplanting or over here lately, planting seed for the season, power plant season. So I guess for fall cover crops, whatnot. Jimmy from Virginia, good to see you. And Caden. Caden hasn't been here for a while. Good to see you, Caden. And Gary, thank you for commenting on the garbage video, which you mean the trash bag little trick. I've been putting these shorts out, and I do want to ask folks what they think of that. You know, the shorts are kind of a neat way to just put out a fun little clip, less than a minute long. Channels are trying to use them. I think YouTube's trying to compete with TikTok and have their own little short video format. So I've been making my contributions just to see if it catches on at all. And they get a few views, and you guys comment, and it seems like a lot of fun. So I hope that you don't mind. I know some people have commented that they hate vertical video and they hate those shorts. But thank you, Bob. Bob loves the shorts. So perfect. Well then, Bob, you're our audience. What do you think of the camera angle? Is it okay? Are you okay seeing? I was going to say seeing less of me, but you're seeing more of me, but not as close up. Plus, you can see my whole shirt now. How fun is that? If you'd like to have your own shirt, you can shop at shopmcg.com. That takes you to the Teespring store. That's what the merch shelf is. When you look at the merchandise shelf on the YouTube channel, you'll see items listed. So they're just available, for anybody who just might want some merch. Kind of fun. Hey, if you like the live stream, please give it a thumbs up. I like to remind you of that. If you're new here for the first time, because some folks have been jumping on who aren't aware of the live streams because I've been announcing it at the end of my videos, at least a couple of them. So if you are here, if you're here for the first time, welcome and make yourself known. Say hello in the comments. First time here. We'd welcome you into part of the family. If you have a question tonight, the format is type out all caps question followed by your question. The idea is I might be more likely to see it. I would be more likely to see it. So that's the format. If you have a question, that'll help me out quite a bit. About tonight's show, well, it's really unplanned. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about some of the things I'm doing on the channel and get some feedback from you and just talk a little bit. So that's really all we're going to do tonight with that. It's just a chance to get together and enjoy that. I'm reading soft focus. Is that right? I noticed when I was setting this up that sometimes it would focus on the background and then I'd be out of focus. I think I'm also set at the highest quality that this will allow me, which is 720. That's it. So anyway, a little soft. That might be a favor to you if the picture's a little bit soft. Tin Barn. You like the shorts, but don't always get the notifications. I wondered about that. If YouTube pushes out notifications to subscribe folks, don't know. I now, do you have notifications turned on, which means subscribed plus click the little gray bell and make it dark gray? Maybe that would make a difference if you don't have it. Because there's no notifications, and then there's like customized and then all notifications or personalized. I don't know, but there's a couple different options there. But you want the bell to be solid with that. Back to this monitor. What else was I going to talk about tonight? Just a little bit. It's 7:08, so talked about tonight's show. Fun facts. I don't have a whole lot of fun facts and trivia, but today is it is September 20th. It's my mom's birthday. So how about that? She's not here. She actually died 29 years ago. I know, it's very sad. I've been without a mother longer than I had a mother. But anyway, 29 years ago, she was only 59 years old, and we still miss her very much. My dad left my mom when I was 2 years old. It wasn't his fault. He died too. So he died in 1970. Anyway, yes, I am therefore an orphan. Hey, but happy birthday, Mom, right? I know that if she could see me here, she would be so embarrassed. Anyway, you know what else it is? It's National Pepperoni Day, Pepperoni Pizza Day. That's like every day of the year, I would think. It's also National String Cheese Day, which you could put on your pepperoni pizza. That's Respect for the Aged Day, which I think we should respect our elderly every day. We should celebrate pepperoni pizza and our elderly every day, I think. Well, this is interesting, though. It's Adopt a Less Adoptable Pet Week. So that's a nice thing, to find an older dog or cat that, just normally wouldn't be adopted. I did this. We bought a Newfoundland dog back when I was, 16 years old or so. I was one of ones, so my mom got me this Newfoundland puppy. And we took it to the veterinarian, and the veterinarian said, this dog has a heart murmur. And we thought, this is the first and only dog we ever paid for. So we had to return the dog because it had a heart murmur. And I always felt bad thinking that dog deserved a life like anybody else. But the vet just wisely said, this dog, first of all, is going to break your heart, and it's going to cost you a lot. And it's just, anyway. But if you can, adopt a less adoptable pet. And right now, all the dogs we've had, we don't have cats, but all the dogs we've had have been adopted. What do you call that when they're rescued? That's what they are. So we did adopt a 200-pound Saint Bernard a few years ago, and he was already like 5 years old. My wife loved him to death. She loved him until death. Really, he died a couple years later, but we adopted him because he was big, he was old, he was less adoptable. It's also Deaf Dog Awareness Week. Now there's a less adoptable pet, and National Go Kart Week. That's fun. I was going to mention that. See how I just slip right through here and find things. Anyway, National Go Kart Week. How about that? If you look closely at that young man by the go kart, he may look familiar. And he loved his go kart so much. He probably put 50,000 miles on that go kart. I miss that little guy. Do you recognize him? Anyway, let's get back to the nonsense and see how many more subscribers we can lose tonight. Every live stream, a couple of you drop off and say, this is not what I signed up for. So I get it, and I apologize for that. The other videos, though, people do subscribe and they join. So we're building an audience of people who are really committed to enjoying the channel, and I appreciate that. Should I see what you're saying these days in the comments section instead of talking about myself and telling these terrible stories? I'm just scrolling back. So, oh yeah, 6D, did you come on late? Because we're talking about how I actually changed the entire camera angle. So you're good catch there about the bird. All right. Lots of people chatting. Arnie's asking how many hours are on the tractor. I don't know. I haven't looked at that gauge for a while. I'm thinking it's about, I don't think it's 100. Maybe it's probably over 100. Yeah. I don't know. I should know that, and I should look, but I don't. I did the 50-hour service. Really, that's beginning of last year, so I'm probably have another 100 on it easily because I do use it a lot. And any of you who have a tractor, compact, subcompact tractor, you know that you use it way more than you ever thought you would. Hey, Chad, I guess that means you're not here. You have to get on some projects, so you just must have stopped by. Well, anyway, Chad, we missed you. Good to see you. Hey, Rhonda. And Gary's here. So, and Ross, thank you for the condolences to my family and I. If you're talking to me, it was 29 years ago, so I'm doing okay. Doing all right, but thank you. Hillside's here. Oh, Herb, I'm sorry to hear about your mom 30 days ago. So that's sad. That's hard. Arnie's asking me if I'm planning to upgrade to a larger tractor. I am not. Unless I upgrade it to a larger property, I'm really happy with the B2601. Would I like a new one? Yeah, just because I really think I would like that LX 2610 that GP picked up, that Chris over at Overlook has. Because there's so many times I feel like I could use something just a little bit bigger, a little bit more power, but isn't that always the case? So anyway, no plans here. My plan is to get this thing paid off. That's my plan. That's what I really want to do. And notifications. Yeah, it's strange how some folks, Tin Barn here, is saying they have notifications turned on. They've gotten most of my notifications for the shorts, but none of John Ritter's. So I don't get how YouTube works sometimes. K6, got to run. Take care. Good to see you. And yep. I'm missing some comments here. I'm seeing responses to comments. Right. Anyway, Good segue there, Keegan Timber. Doesn't smell like campfire smoke in there. Did you? I guess obviously you watched the video about the solo stove, the virtually smokeless fire pit. I'm, and that's part of what I was getting into with wanting to talk to everyone tonight, because I know a lot of people signed on to this channel because of the B2601 Kubota compact tractor videos and the implements, and I love making those videos, and I'm going to continue making those videos. Sometimes I feel like I don't really have much to show you with that, and I don't want to be too repetitive. So I'll make more tractor videos as they go on. In fact, I'm hoping to do something this upcoming weekend, and so yeah, we'll keep doing that. But I've been throwing in, a little bit of extra content, as you've noticed, starting. Well, I even going back to when I first started the channel, I did a couple videos regarding my travel trailer at the time, and that was okay. And then I did mostly the tractor videos, but then I've started to throw in a few different videos now. Like you notice the portable generator video, which really is kind of focused a little more towards RVing, but people use it for a backup generator. So that, and then the keyless entry lock on the camper, and then the fire pit video that I did this weekend. They're all they're different than obviously than farming and homesteading and tractor activity, but I hope they're interesting to you, and I hope that you're enjoying that other type of content. The the fire pit video, that was really fun, and I really am enjoying that thing. So that was fun to make. So GP's here. Hello, Gord. How are you? And yep, lots of good, fine folks here. We're going to do a sticker giveaway in just a little bit because everybody loves a sticker. We've been giving them away every week now. I started out, I was going to just give one sticker away, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give the whole set of stickers away. Now they're almost gone. But each week, somebody wins these stickers. So I also have some bumper stickers coming in, and we'll start possibly distributing some of those, either in addition to or instead of. Again, these are kind of running out. Thank you, Herb, saying that you locked the video a lot. You liked the key lock video. Appreciate that. Again, I often tell people, even if you don't really connect with the content, I hope the videos are good enough and entertaining enough that it's not a total waste of your time. Some people say that in the comments. I think somebody just told me last week that I totally wasted 10 minutes of their life. Well, there's a lot of content that you could waste a lot more than that on. Thank you there, Chris, for the great content and production values. I'm glad somebody likes watching it like you. You've always been very complimentary, and I do appreciate that. So, yes, the Tin Barn. I will do the giveaway right before 8 o'clock, before we end the show, maybe 7:45 or so. So we'll do that. And again, making the announcement now for those of you who may have just tuned in, John Ritter is doing a live stream at 8 p.m. on his channel. A Ritter Bit will do. And so I'm going to end this live stream at 8 p.m., maybe 7:59, and then we can all head over to John's place. A Ritter Bit will do on YouTube. He's got a big announcement to share with everybody, so that'll be fun. I am reading along. Again, hey, Colleen Joyce, watching from Facebook. I see the little Facebook icon there. Good to see you. And that's nice. We have Colleen and Ed Joyce, both of them, maybe not on, but they're both good fans. Appreciate it. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. John is coming on at 8 p.m. Well, basically, it's exactly after this live stream. So whatever time zone you're in, as soon as this one ends, that's when his is going to start. Right now, it's 7:20 here. So wherever you are, whatever time it is, it's 40 minutes from now, 7:20 to 8 o'clock. So, unless you're in another country and you go by, metric time, then the math doesn't work. Arnie, do I give the bird distilled water? I don't. But you know what? You're probably kidding about that. Maybe you're not. But those birds, the felt gets like stuff growing on it. Like not really growing, but it gets all swollen and nasty. And sometimes I wonder if the bird should have distilled water. A lot of guesses on what John's announcement's going to be. So that'll be fun to see what that is. Any other news to talk about? As a reminder, click the thumbs up if you can, if you like it. Appreciate it. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, let me know. I did appreciate the comments, the feedback saying you liked the video about the RV lock. If you like the smokeless fire pit video, let me know. I appreciate that as well, because again, I do want to do a little bit of different type of content. This was interesting. The reason I did a few more of the camping type videos is I put a poll out on Facebook. No, YouTube, because you can do that. You can put in under the community tab, where I post like little single postings, but you can do a post on YouTube. You can post a picture, you can just post a link, you can post a poll, which is what I did. The point is, this poll, I asked folks, do you camp? I wanted to get a little bit of feedback about how many of the viewers here may also be campers. So I asked, do you camp? And like 75% of people who responded, it was well over 100 answers. Like 75% responded, yes, I do camp. Either I camp in an RV, in a tent, or I rent a cabin or a yurt. So 75% of the people who answered in one form or fashion do camp. So I thought, well, maybe, that would be valuable content for the channel. So that's what I did. Thank you, J&J, saying anything you do is fun. Just seeing what other people do is besides my boring life. Now, come on. You know what? If you're watching content like that, then you don't have a boring life. You've got a exciting, good life. Yep. Okay. It's funny because I read the comments and I'm trying to follow what they are, but they're not actually talking to me, which again, I think is so great that this is an opportunity for you guys, even without my voice here, that you get to have this live chat every week with each other. And it's so fun to see people catching up. Question. No, I missed it. Where did it go? It moved. Question. Is Luke really your son? Thank you for watching that shorts video. You would have seen it in the fire pit video too, but good line. No, I may not actually be Luke's father. Question. GP has a question. 3 things you really enjoy doing for yourself. Go. Oh, gosh, GP. Well, I enjoy spending time on my tractor. Don't we all? So there's one. I enjoy sitting around a campfire. I know it's kind of cliche because I just made that video, but I really do love being outdoors around the campfire. So that's 2. And 3, I just love being just being around, not necessarily doing anything out in nature, but just being able to take a walk and enjoy those kind of things. So if that's what you were asking for, GP, I was trying to roll with it, but those are 3 things. There's a term that is being used more and more these days called self-care. It was relatively new to me a couple years ago. But I've actually attended some workshops and whatnot, but self-care is very important. And GP was asking what I like to do. And sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes I feel a little bit guilty because I'm kind of good at self-care. I see people around me that are busy, that are overwhelmed, and they can't take a break. And uh, I do it. Like I said, I'll take a little walk. I just by being outside, I can take a breath or do a little project or something. So yeah, kind of good at it, but it's important. You really have to. There's nothing better than taking a few minutes. Like, you just have to quiet. Everything is quiet. That's why you often hear when people have $1 million ideas, where do they come to them? These $1 million ideas come to them in bed or in the shower, where they're quiet and where they can be with their thoughts, and without even trying, these thoughts come out. So that's, to me, what self-care is quiet time and allowing yourself to talk to yourself. But think about those $1 million ideas. It wasn't like they were trying so hard, to come up with an idea. They were just washing their hair. But it's in there, and as soon as you quiet down, things can come out. It can be ideas, it can be emotions. This is getting really deep for a channel that talks about tractors and welding and campfires and things like that. So, but if anybody wants to talk about self-care, let me know. Thank you, Bob. I would like to live to be 100 as long as I'm healthy. It's not about the number. I don't want to live to be 100 if I need to be cared for. I want to be self-sufficient and healthy until the day I die, which I hope is 100. I had an uncle die recently in the last couple of years. He was 92. That's a pretty good average, considering my dad was 45 and my mom was 59. Each year I'm like, got to get past that point. Yep. Anyway, there you go. TYI Customs is here. Good to see you. A lot of people talking about different things. So we're going to do a sticker giveaway shortly. And I would answer questions about my tractor, about any of my videos. Just let me know, what you'd like to know about, and I'm happy to answer it. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking, and you guys can keep chatting amongst yourselves. Colleen, thank you for the smokeless fire pit video compliment. I was just asking if people enjoy the other type of content, and I thought that one was pretty appropriate because, whether you everybody likes a fire, everybody likes a campfire, right? Almost. So it doesn't matter what the channel content is. This could be a sewing channel, and they probably could put out a fire video. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, a lot of people connect with that. So thank you for that. And a lot of people agreeing that health is the most important thing. And it really is. It is cliche, but as long as you have your health. But it's so true. And again, sometimes I feel guilty because I'm pretty good at self-care and I'm pretty healthy. So thankful for that. But you realize sometimes how lucky you are. Talking about Coyote tractors here. Now, Jack over at the Mindful Homestead, he did a pretty neat video talking about Kubotas versus Coyote. Not really a side-by-side comparison, but just really a discussion about are Coyote and Kubota related? Apparently there may have been some history in the past, but not now. Anyway, the Mindful Homestead, check out Jack over there with that. Where's this thing here? Get rid of that. And, well, that's true, David. When I talk about, we're talking about wanting to be healthy. You want your brain to be healthy as long as your body. Absolutely. I'm talking mental and physical health. You see so many times people lose one or the other, and it's so sad. But There's a question from John. I wondered if anybody was going to ask about this. Question: do you use that Osmo Action to live stream? Also, question is, no, I don't. Do you know why it's here, John? Do you know why this little camera is here? John Ritter has this camera. He talked about it on his channel, and I was convinced that I needed it. So thank you, John, for that. But I was looking for a little camera. I bought one of those cheap little, it wasn't even a GoPro knockoff, but on Amazon you can buy an action cam for like $50 or something, and it looks like all these little action cams, but it's really cheap. Doesn't do a good job, but I tried it anyway. Thank you, John, for recommending that camera, because that's why I have one. The question was on my live streaming, and this was a long way of me saying, do you want to know why that camera's there? It's there because when I moved the camera tonight for this other angle, I felt like this wall area here was blank and didn't really, it needed something. So I just had the camera and I just stuck it there and thought, that fills in the frame a little bit. So that's what I did with that. Good question. Good eye, John. And Chris is saying that Neil Messick did a good video on Coyote. Oh, the Coyote-Kubota connection, or lack thereof. I think it's pretty natural that people think that Kubota and Coyote tractor are related because they're both orange, and they're both, I mean, it looks identical. They're probably not. There's probably some kind of patent on a certain shade of orange, but they look really, really identical. And I think that they probably, that's probably why. Like, I think if Coyote was painted bright yellow, I don't know that people would think that it's connected to Kubota. I think it's just that the color is there, and people think about that, or people think that's related. So what else do we have here? Oh, Edward Joyce, thank you for that super chat or super sticker. I don't know how they work. Solo Stove video was great. Your Darth Vader imitation was funny. Did you ever meet Darth Vader's wife, Elevator? I like that. Anyway, thank you. That's very generous. Appreciate that. So David says the Kubota and Coyote are definitely a different color orange. I'm sure they are. I even have a Ariens lawnmower, and it's orange. And you would, if you looked at them near each other, you'd say, "Oh, it's the same color." But you're right. If you put it right together, they're not. They're not the same. So, hey GP, thanks for stopping by. Listen, Gord, I know you've got to hit the sack, but remember, John Ritter is doing a live stream at 8 p.m. tonight, or actually whatever time it is where you are, 30 minutes from now. So if you don't watch it tonight, just jump on tomorrow when it's in replay and just watch it, because he's going to be making some announcements. Anyway, good night, GP. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you were here tonight. And talking about the orange colors. Yeah, Coyote is more Alice Chambers orange, more red. Mm-hmm. But still, don't you think if Coyote was yellow or purple or green, that people wouldn't? What if it was painted? Here's a good question. What if the Coyote tractors were painted a shade of green just off of John Deere? I bet you a lot of people would suspect that perhaps those two companies are connected. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. All right. So we've got looks like about 50 people watching tonight, and I really do appreciate that. Husqvarna orange, yeah, that's another one. I wonder if the Husqvarna orange is the same as the Ariens orange, that because it's a lawnmower that's, I think they make Husqvarnas just like them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people like orange so much. Anyway, I'm not going to do the orange you joke. It's too easy. It's too easy. Yep. David White, you're a John Deere owner, huh? Well, great. I'm glad you're here for sure. Let's go with, shall we do a sticker giveaway? 7:35. Again, we're going to wrap up tonight by 8 p.m. sharp. So we got to make sure we stay on track and give away some stickers. All right, here we go. Let me find what I'm looking for here. Let me find it. It is because we want to have a little bit of background music, right? That's always the fun thing to do. So I like to play that. All right, I'm gonna pull up this. John or Chris knows how we play the game tonight. We're gonna give away these 3 stickers, and I'm going to put a phrase on the screen. You fine folks are going to type in the live chat the same thing that I put on the screen, exactly the way you see it. And then we're going to randomly draw a winner who's going to win these 3 stickers. And I usually use a hashtag. I will tonight as well, just because that's kind of the way StreamYard recommends it. So let me lose that little thing there. And so now it doesn't matter. Here are the rules. Doesn't matter how many times you type the phrase into the live stream. It's only going to pick one of those. And it's going to throw the other ones out. So just enter one time. If you have won stickers in the past, I would ask you to not participate, so you give other folks a chance to win. And then I can only mail these to the United States and to Canada. So unfortunately, they're the only ones who qualify for winning these stickers. But that's a lot of people. You know, if you figure all of the United States and all of Canada, you know, that many people have a chance to win the stickers. That's a lot. It's probably fair enough. But tonight it looks like about 50 people have a chance to win, except for the ones who have won already. Can't have that. Well, anyway, I'm going to put this on the screen. And when I do that, you're going to start typing in the live chat your, exactly what I type. Good guess there, Mitch, but it's not. Because remember early on the live stream, I said it was my mom's birthday, and I said she died, and I know it was 29 years ago, but I thought we'd do hashtag mom tonight because it's her birthday. And Herb, who lost his mom 30 days ago, we're very sorry, Herb. So this can be for all of our moms. So type in hashtag mom in the comments, and you will get a chance to win all three of these stickers. So start typing it in, and I'll start the music. I'll back it up first. I should have started this earlier. If you're new to the live stream, it's kind of a running joke that poor John Ritter, who was my very first live stream guest, has not won the stickers yet, no matter how much he tries. But folks are rooting for you, John. Could happen. All right. We're almost each week. It seems that we have about 30 entries for this, which is fun. And that's usually about when we cut it off. So we're right about there now. All right. I'm going to hit the draw button. There we go. Who's it going to be tonight? It's fun when it takes a long time. Alan Zawandowitz. Took me a while, but I got it out there. Alan, congratulations to you for winning the stickers giveaway tonight. These. And I want to just put that down there. Alan, what I need you to do is to email me at contactmcgtv@gmail.com. Email me there with your name, your mailing address, and I will mail these to you shortly thereafter. So, congratulations. If you can't find my email address, if I take it off the screen before you can, write it down. You can. This is going on a long time. You can find my email address under the About section of my YouTube page, and under the About section, it'll say reveal, or there's a word for the email address to retrieve. I guess retrieve email address. Click on that. That's how you could find me there. Anyway, Alan, congratulations. Need to take this off the screen. What am I doing? All right. That's great. So let me set these stickers aside. And again, congratulations, Alan. Let's see. Okay, Alan Z. Yeah, well, I was trying. I might have said it right. I don't know. But I'm looking through here. There we go. All right. Well, that was fun tonight. I want to ask you now. So we talked about the RV videos and camping type videos. I don't have like a list of things that I plan to do. They kind of come up, but as those kind of projects come up, I hope that you will enjoy them. And of course, I've got a lot more tractor type content that I'm going to be working on as well. I do enjoy the shorts videos, and somebody had made the comment that they really enjoy watching the shorts videos. I just don't. It's not that I don't get it, because I see them on my live feed, and you don't really. I don't know if you can search for them, because there's they just come up on this what's called a shorts shelf, and video. You click on the first video and you either let it play through, which is up to a minute long, or most of them are getting to be 15 seconds now, and or then you just swipe to the next one, and they just keep playing. But I'm not sure how you see my videos unless you get the notification. There's something about let me read this here. But I don't know how they get pushed out. I just don't know how that works. There's a good question from Tony G. How my Harbor Freight portable garage is doing. Well, it's been pretty dry. We did have that heavy rain with the hurricane that didn't hit, or the tornado that didn't hit here, but it did hit 10 miles away, and it's amazing the damage that it did. But the garage, other than the rain, we haven't had bad weather yet. We'll see what happens after this winter. Want to hear a funny story about that Harbor Freight portable garage? I really enjoyed putting that together, and I thought this is so neat to get this extra space so quickly and easily and inexpensively. And I was walking out in the field with my wife, and I said, "Look at that thing." This was like 2 weeks later. I said, "Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Isn't it great?" And she said, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" And I'm like, "Of course, always." And she's like, "I have never disliked anything more than I like than that." So she doesn't like that Harbor Freight tent. So I'm not going to put up the second one. And but it was just so nice that she said, "I know you're really proud of it," and it is temporary at any rate. So. Yes, I can add. Thank you, Ross. I do. I guess you're talking about adding the shorts videos to the YouTube page. I have them, listed as one of my videos. Don't know. Maybe that's not what you're talking about. Anyway, there's a question. Edward Joyce, great question. To mid-mount PTO or not mid-mount PTO? I will give you my experience, and then please, folks in the chat, help Edward Joyce out here. One of the reasons I went for the B2601 was because I think I've mentioned this before, that I kind of fell for some of the bells and whistles that it had the 12-volt outlet for the phone charger, and had a rubber floor mat, and it just was kind of smaller than the L2501, but same horsepower, so smaller frame, but had a few more options. So I went with the B2601, and I went with that over the L2501. But one of the reasons I went with the B2601 one of the options was that it had the mid-mount PTO, and I thought, it's like one more thing to have that you can't add later. So I got it for that, and not for that specifically, but I don't see myself ever using it. I don't plan to have a belly mower. I don't plan to have a snowblower, not around here, and I don't see myself just ever using it. So for me, it would be next time. I wouldn't even consider whether that's necessary to get that or not. It's all going to depend on what you plan to do with it. Like I said, if you use a belly mower or if you use a snowblower, you're gonna need that. So I'll let the other fine folks mention in the comments or answer to that. I need to find this. There we go. Yeah, so folks are answering that. That was a great question. John says better to have than not to have it. That was my thought too. Thinking even at the time, I didn't know if I needed a mid mount, but what if I do? What if something comes up where it's like, oh, I wish I had a mid mount PTO. But like I said, in the future, I won't even blink if it doesn't have it. I'll just think I don't really need that. I believe, Edward, though, you said you're moving to down south, so you're not going to have snow like they do up in Montana and all the northern places in Canada and whatnot. Do I have anything on the screen there? No. So great. Appreciate that. I love that this, again, Dennis, I clicked on the wrong one. Not in New Jersey tonight. Are you telling me you're not in New Jersey, or are you asking me if I'm not in New Jersey? We are, but we do have a different camera angle. Yeah, the comments are going. I went to click on it, and they're going away as I'm clicking. So, all right. Yeah, there's a suggestion from David White to never go without rear hydraulics. Again, if you have a use for it, I sort of wondered about that when I bought mine. Like, am I going to need that? I don't. It's one of those things. If you have it, you'll probably use it. So, yes, I was correct about South Tennessee, and I guess depending on where you go, I don't know what snowfall they get, but it's a wide state, so there's varying weather across the whole state, I'm sure. Anyway, I still don't know that you need a snowblower like you do in some of the northern states. So, what other questions do we have here? Any other questions? There's a lot. There's talk here about I think ham radio and CB radio, and I guess there's a whole different conversation going on there. Oh, there's a good comment that we're waiting on more tractor shed content. What will the siding be? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I've been thinking about that tractor shed. I want to get at least one side closed in before winter because it'll at least keep the snow and leaves from blowing in there. And I'm really thinking about the siding being just a plywood siding, a T111, or is it T11 or T111? I think it's 111. Anyway, thinking of that, painting it, and I thought that might look okay. And then maybe the other side we could do metal with the door, with the roll-up door. But thank you for asking that. I know that last week GP was asking, how's the tractor shed coming? And other than pouring the concrete and putting things in there, which always makes it difficult to work, there hasn't really been anything done. But life is busy and we have a lot of things that we have to get done here. So, yeah, we're talking about amateur radio licenses. I don't know how. I must have missed that whole conversation, which is fine. Very neat. So I'm going to scroll down. Thank you. It's 111. There you go, Herb. That's the plywood is T1-11. So I've heard people call it just T11, T111, but I guess the proper term is T1-11. Anyway, thank you for the countdown. Caden, 10 minutes. Remember, John Ritter is going to do a live stream over at his channel, A Ritter Bit Will Do. And we're all going to go over there and see John. That's at 8 o'clock, or it's 10 minutes from now, wherever you are. So keep that in mind. As soon as we end up here, we're going to head over there and see what John's doing, because he's got an announcement to make. And question. That's a nice question, Mitch. About how long does it take for you to make a video? It really depends on the content. And certainly I could talk all night about YouTube and content creation, because it is kind of a passion for a lot of us, and at least the content creators. But I really try to shoot a video start to finish the same day. Like for instance, the last video, which was the campfire video, or the smokeless fire pit video, that took like, I think at least 6 hours or so. But that was kind of all day, that I had to shoot that one. Some of them I can do within a couple hours. I'll tell you the RV camper lock video. That one, I was very proud of that, because I did that after work one day. So it was like 5:30 p.m. I went out with the camera gear and I shot that, and then by 10:30 p.m. the final upload was there. So start to finish, 5 hours. And any of you who make content, it takes a lot of time, for sure. I need to turn that off. There you go. Sometimes the comments go by, and when you have a comment on the screen, the comments go by and you have to back up and find that. So anyway, that was a good question. I appreciate it. So Edward Joyce is asking about the live stream for John Ritter, which is going to immediately follow this one, which is only about 8 minutes away now. And Edward Joyce was asking, was it planned? It kind of came together right at the end here, that John said he's going to do a live stream. And I said, well, let me announce it on this live stream, and it'll be fun. So, but you have to go to dinner, late dinner. Well, it depends on where you are, but you could eat dinner while you're live streaming. Indeed. Yeah. Caden, or TY, I'm talking about Caden, takes 6 to 8 hours to edit and upload the videos. It takes a long time. And even if you do very minimal editing, it still takes a very, very long time. And Mitch knows that. Mitch, you put out some great content. As I've said so many times before, look through these live chat comments, and the folks you see in these live chats, a good number of them have channels of their own. So you look at MJA doing stuff, and that's a great channel, who also happens to have a B2601. But anyway, check out some of these channels. Really appreciate it. And that's a nice comment, Dennis. I appreciate it. Haven't missed one of the live streams since John mentioned it on his channel. So again, hopefully we'll jump over there to John's channel. But thank you for being here, Dennis. I do appreciate it. And that you haven't missed one yet. So that is a lot of fun. I haven't missed one either. So I haven't missed on any of the ones that I've been on at this point. I did miss one Labor Day weekend. We couldn't do one that Monday, but anyway, yes, Watershed. I agree, Chris, that Mitch's content production value is really getting better. And Mitch, you have quite a sense of humor that you're starting to let out there, and I think people are going to appreciate that too. So make sure you check out MJA doing stuff. And why does that keep coming up? Have I left that up the whole time? Apologize for that. But remember, if you like the channel, give it a thumbs up. So I do appreciate it. What we're going to do now is I'm going to get ready to wrap up in just a minute, because I'll give you a minute to head over to John's place. Let's put that on the screen again for everybody. A Ritterbit will do on YouTube. So after you leave here for the night, check out A Ritterbit will do on YouTube. let's see if we have any other announcements to make. And then hopefully I'll see you over there. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun if we just all showed up and all of a sudden John had his viewers on there plus 50 more from here? That would be fantastic. Just great. So again, I appreciate you watching as much as you do and coming back on Monday nights to chat with me and the live chat with all your friends here. It's really, really great. And I appreciate you following the channel. I appreciate you watching the videos, making comments, giving the thumbs up, being here tonight, taking up your Monday night. I hope it really is a great way to start your week. And I'll see you next time. But also, head on over to A Ritter Bit Will Do right now and tell them that you came here from MCG Live. Take care.